All right, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel. So today's video, we're going to talk about Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, laying down a warning to looters. Now, I appreciate the fact that a governor of a state is letting people know, looters rather, and thieves know that you're not going to take advantage of this situation. That's the Hurricane Ian destruction. For a lot of you that know what's going on, Hurricane Ian ran through Florida, Fort Myers, Naples area, and pretty much destroyed the entire area. With that being said, guys, of course, whenever you have a disaster like this, you have opportunists who pop up and want to take advantage. Well, Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, said, we're not doing this. He's warning looters that they're a Second Amendment state. Now, he didn't outright say they're going to get shot, but that's pretty much what he's saying. A lot of homeowners, guys, are not going to settle for that shit. They're not going to stand for it, and they're not going to let you get by with stealing their shit or trying to intimidate them to get their shit stolen. They're going to let you have it. And the fact that a governor is backing his people because he understands that he works for those people, he's backing them up. And he's letting the homeowners and business owners know, I got your back. Do what you got to do to protect your shit. That's what he said in a nutshell. Now, of course, other people are like, that's not what he said. That's pretty much what he said in a nutshell. And I wish more governors would be outright and open in that manner, but they're not. But he is. Again, this guy runs for president, guys. I'm in. I'm all in on this one. But right now, that's a good warning. Now, of course, guys, with any disaster, you have looters doing their thing, looting, carrying on, acting like assholes. And there are some looters down there, and they are being arrested. And I think these are looters that are out of businesses. So they're looting from businesses. They're getting arrested. Good. They're probably going to get the book thrown at them. Even better. But if you go into a home, that's an entirely different animal altogether. I know a lot of businesses down there are closed. Some are open. Those who can open are open. Those who can't open are closed. But homes, people are still there. People have nowhere to go. Some houses are completely leveled and people are still there sleeping in front of their properties, if you will. So if they see anybody snooping in the neighborhood or snooping about, they're going to have it. They're going to get it. So it looks like, guys, this is a good thing. This is a very good thing. Here in New York State, guys, at least New York City, you can defend yourself in New York City, believe it or not, with a firearm if you're licensed to do so. But here's the big ass but that comes along with it. You have to be able to get out of that situation or try to find your way out of that situation before you use lethal force. So if you live on the first floor and you're cornered in your room, but you can get out of that window, they would prefer you go out of the window instead of standing on the ground and shooting the assailant. This is New York City. I don't know if it applies to the entire state, but I know New York City, they want you to be able to figure out all avenues before you shoot the criminal who's in your house stealing your shit. Listen, the push and robberies here have gone up in the city, so that's insane to me. And even if you don't have a firearm, but you use a baseball bat, again, before you crack the dude over the head, you better have an avenue out. And if you don't, then you can. But even after you do it, guess what? They're going to the liberals here, the Democrats, the politicians, are probably going to make your life a living hell. We saw what they did to the store owner who sat there and defended himself with a knife because the guy came behind the counter, started hitting him, and he knifed the dude. And then they gave that store owner who was defending himself, they gave him shit. They left him in jail for quite a couple of days, probably a few weeks, before they were forced, Alvin Braggs was forced to drop all charges and let him go. But it took weeks of that bullshit when there was video of him defending himself. Meanwhile, Alvin Braggs is trying to figure out, well, why did he stab him and what started the whole situation? It doesn't matter what started the situation. The guy came behind the counter, confronted a dude who wanted nothing to do with the situation. He got stabbed, he died, and the fucking defendant wound up going to jail. And that was the clerk owner. Sorry, it wasn't the store owner, the clerk. Right, guys? So, again, that's New York City. And New York City's ass backward. They want you to run, pretty much, before you defend yourself. That's how New York City rolls. Other places, guys, is why, again, I can't wait to get the fuck out of here. But like I said before, moving is not on the forefront anymore. We are leaving the neighborhood, but we're not leaving New York City because of my school, because of my kid getting into a very good school. And I know a lot of you are going to say, fuck the school. No, not this school. If he was going to a standardized high school, I'd be like, fine, we're out of here. But he's not. He's in some fucking, he's in a school that's going to give him a future should he follow through. But he has 1 year to make it right. And after that, he fucks it up, we're gone. Simple as that. You know, my wife's trying to make, she's trying to be like, oh, well, Harley wants to graduate with her friends. Fuck her friends. She can find friends in other states. But when you have a high school that's going to give you the opportunities that I didn't have, or a lot of us wish we had, you got to stick with that and see where it goes. But, guys, other than that, we're looking to get the fuck out of the city should that not go according to plan, or things get really bad here and then we have to go. But we are still looking, we're still looking about in Texas and Tennessee now. We're looking in those areas because a lot of people said move down there, and that's what we're looking at. But back to the whole story at hand, guys. More politicians need to back their constituents. That's backing your constituents. When you look at the people of Florida or Texas or Wyoming or Montana and go, we got your back. If they come into your home and try to take your shit, if they take advantage of you and try to take your shit, lay them down. Lay them the fuck down. That's what I like. That's what that's what politicians are supposed to do. They're supposed to back the people, not the criminals. Here in New York City, you steal some shit, they're like, well, you know, his dad left him. His mom hates him. And so for him to survive, he needed to steal. That's the excuse they make here in the city. In other places, you cross the line, you're dead. Period. Anyway, guys, other than that, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.